Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online TV where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. Yes, this is me, Kemi Akeode Adebayo, aka Mama K. In today's program and to share a story, I've got a go-getter, hardworking, determined, I don't know, a lot of things she is, Ms Sannie Manda. And she's a founder director for Isango Elihle. I'm sure I didn't pronounce it well, but she'll probably pronounce it for us, which is an NGO that is based in Cape Town, South Africa. So my dear sister, how are you today?
I'm well, thanks. Thank you for inviting me on your platform.
You're most welcome. I love your hair.
Thank you so much.
The jacket, can I borrow it? I think we're the same size.
Yes, you know the weather in Cape Town calls for this.
I know. You never know what it does.
Yes,
so tell us about yourself. Where are you from? And, you know, family. And whatever else you want to share.
About myself. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you to the viewers who take their time to watch the program. Thank you so much. My name is Sannie Manda, like she mentioned. I was born in Zimbabwe in a family of 4, and I'm the only girl surrounded by boys.
What's your position?
Second born.
Oh, you're the second, so you're kind of middle child.
Yes, so I'm thinking maybe my parents, when they got their 4th child, they were hoping for a girl. But unfortunately it was a boy.
I see. So how was life growing up with men, with boys?
It really taught me maybe to be tough in a way, and to be a go-getter, to say if there's anything that you want, you fight for it and you get it.
And I'm sure you need to do that with boys.
Yes. This life actually calls for that. It actually calls for that. So with my education, I got educated in Zimbabwe. When I came over in South Africa.
Whereabouts exactly?
I was in Harare, yes, based in Harare, yes. But 6 years of that life of education, I was at a boarding school. So my life... You
were naughty. That's why your parents... No, I'm joking. I went to boarding school, well, for my age, advanced level. So, because normally when people are sent to boarding school, it's like, what did I do for discipline?
I know. But I was one of those quiet, disciplined ones, yes. And we thank God for that anyway. Because I think if I was on the other side, what would happen? But I thank God for the grace. So yeah, when I came here, I started studying with UNISA.
When did you relocate?
We relocated in 2007.
Okay, and why?
Economic situation at that time made us to relocate. That was the main reason why we relocated. Economic situation in Zimbabwe, the economy was going down. Things were not okay. We were raising kids, but the money was only enough, maybe for a loaf of bread. And you've got the full month to cater for food. You've got kids that want to go to school, and there is nothing. So we decided, let's just find some way for the survival of the family, and it really helped.
Right.
So in my time here, I started working, but I was also studying. I started with UNISA.
What were you studying?
Risk management.
Oh, okay.
Up to honors level.
You took a risk to come here.
Yes.
Because if it doesn't work, it's like, oh yeah, we need to get back. So you started, UNISA.
So you actually see that everything in life, it's about risk taking. You weigh it. You weigh the risks that are involved. And you decide whether it's worth taking or not worth taking. So I've been doing risk management studies and financial management up to honors level. And then I did a master's with UNISA as well. So my current job, I'm doing accounting. I'm working for Aquarius Luxury Suites, where we are doing the shooting today.
And it's a beautiful suite. In fact, we're in the penthouse.
We are in the penthouse.
It's a beautiful place. In fact, I want to live here. But anyway, that's for another story.
Thank you.
So you work in the account. You're now, here. So was this your first job?
No, it wasn't my first job. My first job was in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yes, I was working for insurance company, hence doing risk management.
Okay.
Now. But then with the move over to South Africa, you are in a situation where you are thinking, okay, whatever comes, as long as I survive, I will grab it. So that's how I got into hospitality industry, doing the accounts for hospitality.
Right. Yes. And what motivates you as a person? Because we're going to talk about your NGO and you're working, doing a 9-to-5 job. and you're still passionate, about putting back in the community. What motivates you?
What motivates me mainly is helping people. I've got a heart that just ends to give a hand somewhere where it's needed. I think this is what even brought more of wanting to start a charity organization. I knew it in my heart, I knew it in my mind that I need to do a charity organization. And I am somebody who is also more involved into church ministry.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do a lot of church work, but still there's something in you that is pulling you and telling you, I need to do something beyond what I'm doing now, So my motivation, I find so much satisfaction when I give a hand where it's needed.
So share with us, what are the 3 most important things, that you value most in life?
Integrity is one of them. My word is honor. So I believe that the word that I speak, I should carry it. I should fulfill it. And my actions should complement my words. My actions should complement what I say. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you need to explain yourself, or you are surrounded with people who've got security or trust issues. It is allowed. People get insecure, but when you say and do like what you promised, people start opening up to you. So for me, integrity, my word is honor. That is very, very important.
Wow, interesting. I know you've spoken already about your wanting to help people and starting your charity and NGO. So tell us about the charity and why that name? What does the name mean?
Yes, like I said, I'm more of a church ministry person. Okay, so in me, I've always carried Acts chapter 3 of a lame man sitting at the beautiful gate. That changed his life. He's somebody who went to church expecting to get money by sitting by that gate. But when John and Peter arrived, his storyline changed at the gate. And this was a gate of a synagogue. He was very close to the church, but far away from it at the same time. Because he was coming to church to get alms, not to get healing. But a miracle happened. So creation of or establishment of Isango Elihle came from that chapter. You see, that's how the name was established. And then I realized that Beautiful Gate, there is another organization here in South Africa called Beautiful Gate. So I could not register under that name. Okay. Therefore, I translated it to Isango Elihle.
Okay.
That's a South African vernacular language.
Interesting.
Yes.
So can you speak?
I can
Shona?
I can speak Shona, I can speak Zulu for communicating purposes.
Okay.
I was telling you I've got Malawi blood in me. I can speak Chewa.
Chewa as well.
Tonga.
Wow, I'm jealous. I wish I could speak a lot of languages
I'm a
like
true
that.
African
you
woman.
are definitely a true African. Definitely a true African woman.
Yes,
so tell us, what does Isango Elihle, what do you do? What is the mission and of your organization?
Okay, our aim is to be a safe haven, to be the gate where dreams are realized, where dreams are fulfilled. We believe in what they want to do, because people living with albinism, they've got, I cannot say a stereotype, but maybe the community or the society have made them believe less of themselves. So Isango Elihle is coming in as a gate that says, we believe in what you believe in. We know you've got a dream that you want to see coming to pass, and we are here to help you make it happen. So in a lot of communities, people with albinism are rarely recognized and are rarely remembered. So Isango Elihle is coming in as a voice or a platform where these people can be recognized and be part of the bigger things that are happening somewhere elsewhere. And our mission also, if you see people living with albinism, their skin is very light. It is very, very light. They are black people, but with white skin, because they lack melanin. Yes, they lack melanin. So Isango Elihle is working on reducing or fighting the plight of skin cancer within people of albinism. because their skin is very sensitive to sunlight, and that sensitivity then creates, it's a high risk to skin cancer. So we are offering skincare health to minimize skin cancer risks within the albinism community, to also increase visibility and recognition, like I said, by bringing the platform like the pageants, so that their self-esteem can be raised.
So the pageant is one of your projects. So tell us about that. What does that involve?
Yes, that is so exciting. That is something that we're really looking forward to, because we normally see it happening on TV, you know. And I'm working with Godfrey Mpatswe, the founder of Mr. and Ms. Albinism SA. So when we started Isango Elihle, the pageant was supposed to be one of our objectives, to help build confidence and self-esteem in people living with albinism. Okay, so now Godfrey Mpatswe started it before I did. So I said, okay, good, we are running in the same vision and for the same people, which was good.
So why
for
fight?
For the same people, exactly.
And compete.
So why fight it? So let's just work together and make it happen. So it is so exciting to see this pageant coming to Cape Town. Last year it happened in Joburg, and this year they're bringing it to Cape Town.
When will it be taking place?
It is happening in October, on the 21st of October.
Okay.
In the CBD of Cape Town at Artscape Theatre.
At Artscape, oh, that's a beautiful venue.
Theatre, yes.
Awesome, can't wait.
I'm
counting down to that. So who funds your NGO?
Who funds it? You know, funding is a very, very, very difficult area in any, I'm sure in any organization. Funding is very difficult, especially if you are an individual who is trying to make things happen for other people. It is very difficult. So I cannot really say per se we've got the funding. We don't. So we are trusting and believing God for each and everything that we do. We are trusting Him to send donors our way, to send helpers our way. We know there are a lot of other people out there who believe in the work that we do, who believe in the work that we are trying to do. So when we are known and they know the objectives that we are doing and they see the results of it, I'm trusting that God will raise.
And with what you said earlier, integrity and the, you know, that relationship is built.
It is important.
And they see that you're an organization with integrity. I'm sure they will start coming up, you know, to support. You know what? We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Wow, my dear sister, African sister, the true African, as you've been telling me, born in Zimbabwe, parents from Malawi, living in South Africa. When are you coming to West Africa though?
Oh, I'm coming, definitely. Roads are
they're making roads there.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing your, you know, life there, second born of family of four with boys and fighting your way, go-getter, studying at UNISA, risk-taking, doing accounting, and now at this wonderful place and still running an NGO, you know, doing amazing things with raising awareness of albinism. Why albinism for you? Why?
It's actually a story that is close to my heart. It is a story close to my heart. Like I said earlier, you've got something in you that is yearning to do something more or beyond what you are doing at the present. There's something in you that is calling you out, but you cannot really point what it is. So as I was growing up, I told you I've been at a boarding school. Yes. And at this boarding school, I met a very good friend of mine. We are friends till now. Her family became our family. Her sisters became my sisters. Her brothers, my brothers. So she's got a brother who gave birth to a child with albinism. Okay. He loved this child to death. Loved. And you know, father-daughter relationship, how it is like. And more so, a child born with a condition of albinism. He was like a shield, a protector. But unfortunately, before this child could go anywhere, the father passed away. And he died a terrible death, which broke me into pieces. And that's when this was triggered, to say this is it. It has to be people with albinism. Because now the father was absent.
So the brother of your friend had albinism?
No.
Or had a child?
A child with
I just
albinism,
want to make sure.
yes.
Okay.
The brother had a child with albinism, yes.
Okay.
So this child became a niece to me,
okay.
in a way. Yes. So they were based in Joburg and based in Cape Town. So when the father passed away, my heart just went to that child to say, what now? Because the father is no more. And it actually made me realize that there are a lot more people like her in her condition, in her space, in her circumstances that needs help. That's when I said, this is it. People living with albinism. That's how it started.
So a personal kind of relationship with someone like that's been like a niece made you...
It triggered.
Triggered, basically, that love for wanting to do so. So what's the future for your organization at the moment?
To be honest, we are striving to do bigger things. We know that God is going to take us to higher levels. I don't really know what the future holds, but what I know is this organization has been established not to die. It's going to be there. It's going to be in existence. I've seen organizations, not just NGOs, but firms like, I'll give an example of Levi's. When they are doing an advert, they'll tell you 150 years in existence. Why not an NGO? You see? So we are
to outlive you.
Yes, to outlive you. Yes, we want to live Isango Elihle as a place, a safe haven, where people with albinism will always know that there is Isango Elihle where we can start from or where we can get the help that we need. It will always be there.
Wow. So, I know you're still young because you look young, or am I wrong?
Look young.
I know, right? So what I'm trying to say is, even no matter what, even an 18-year-old person who has lived life, you know, in terms of their experience and what they've done and their journey, have lessons as well, I believe, you know, to share on, you know, their life lessons. So what are some of the life lessons, you know, for you that you wouldn't mind sharing? Maybe for a young person like your niece, I don't know how old she is now.
She is 13 now.
13?
Yes.
Okay, a teenager. So, and you've seen her grown, you've got that relationship, even though, yes, she's not your biological niece, but she is your non-biological niece, and you've, through her now, doing what you're doing, and it triggered that for you. What life lessons, you know, do you want to share, or with a parent, you know, like a father that died? What life lessons can you share? You know,
okay, I would start by saying to the parents of children born with albinism, I would like to say that they love them and embrace them. They are a gift given by God, you know. So when they give birth to a child with albinism, they mustn't be shocked, like, what is going on? I know maybe it might... Because
that's the natural thing to do.
Yes, that's a natural reaction.
To think, what happened?
How?
Why? How?
Yes, it's a natural process. But as a parent, let's love the children. Let's embrace who they are and give them support in anything that they want to do. They are very, very intelligent people. The people with albinism, they are very intelligent. That's what I've discovered with the people that I've worked with. I've lost some on the way because I'm reaching out to people who are in Zimbabwe as well.
Right.
With those born with albinism in Zimbabwe. And we have lost 2 intelligent girls whose features were very bright to cancer. We have lost them to cancer.
Is that skin cancer?
Yes, yes, the skin cancer. And we've got this little one that's growing Chilo. She's 13 and she is super intelligent. She is super intelligent. They are very intelligent. They've got a talent which needs to be groomed. So to the parents who have got children born with albinism, they need to realize that their children are not incapacitated or bound by their skin condition. Their mind is still right. Their mind can still do better, even more. So they must not limit them. They should embrace them and offer them the support in everything that they want to do so that they can go far and do even more. And to the children born with albinism, the youth, the young ones that are still growing up, to not look down upon themselves.
Right.
They need to dream big, not just a dream, but to dream big and work towards it. Nothing should be a barrier. Nothing, not even their skin condition should be a barrier unto them. They should just aim higher and keep going and keep going. I think nothing should stop them. That is what I would say to them, because from where I am, I've realized that if you've got something that you want to do, if you just put your mind to it, put your heart to it, work towards it, it will happen. It doesn't matter what he thinks, it doesn't matter what she thinks, it doesn't matter what has happened before, but as long as I want to achieve it, I will work towards it and it will happen.
I completely agree. Words of wisdom there. We'll be right back. Wow, powerful words of advice, for parents, there who have children with albinism, to love them, embrace them, support them, not to be ashamed. And the fact that, most of those children are actually very, very intelligent. And for the children and young people not to look down upon themselves, to dream big. I like the way you stress the dream big. Because that is important.
No restriction.
No restriction. Okay. And to aim higher. Yes, I was just writing and writing there. Obviously, you're passionate, about albinism, based on, the contact you've had, personal contact you've had with somebody, with it. What are the social issues for you? Are you into or passionate, or you would love to see more, done about it? And I don't want to talk too much about the issue, but rather to talk about what solutions
are we bringing to the table?
That we can bring, whether you, somebody else, even if you're not involved with it, what solutions can we bring? Whether the problem is here in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Malawi, or other parts of Africa. So for you.
Okay, for me, with working with people with albinism, I cannot say we are raising awareness, because I know people are aware of this condition. People, they know there are people born with albinism, but I think it's the acceptance part of it, which is difficult for people without albinism to accept them as one of their own. Okay, so we are here to offer support. Instead of raising awareness, we are here to offer support to people living with albinism in their life journey, so that their dreams can come true. And as I highlighted also earlier, that we are doing also the skin cancer health, the skincare health with albinism people, but also working with them, because they lack melanin, it affects their eyesight. Okay, so you find that some people are able to wear eyeglasses, some people are not. It's because of the extent or the way the eyes are affected with the lack of melanin. So in that capacity, some of them are not even able to do the work that other people do normally, because their eyesight is not perfect. It's affected. It's either, I think they are short-sighted, most of them, they are short-sighted. So you will see that in workplaces where somebody has to use a computer, it needs to have large font. So it has to be a big screen with large fonts. And and students at school, they actually need textbooks with large fonts. You see, so that at least they can see. Their eyesight is not that good. And as a result, now they are growing and they are now in the society. Some of them are not even able to secure employment. So now it comes to unemployment. That will be the other area that we are looking at. There is unemployment because our people are unable to go in and find jobs. So as the organization, what we are doing is we are trying to impact skills that can help them do something with their own hands. Those who are able to find jobs, we encourage them to find jobs. We've got people who are teachers. Those living with albinism. We've got people who are working in commercial sectors with albinism. That's why I'm always highlighting that they should not limit themselves. There is no boundary, there is no limit. They can do anything. But now the fact that other people might be having issues with their eyesight, that's where we come in. There are those who are failing to get jobs, we are also coming in there to come and help. And as an organization, yes, we've got one lady that we have helped to start a shop in Philippi, because she hasn't been employed all her life, and this shop is the first thing that she has owned, and it is so satisfying to see.
So it's creating jobs, not just about finding jobs, because like you said, unemployment is high.
Yes, so she owns this shop, is doing fish and chips, and she is selling coffee, she's selling amapinya, you know, it's when you see the satisfaction that is in her, you're like, Lord, I thank you that it's possible, it can be done. With the little that we have, it can go far.
And how have people reacted to somebody like that in Philippi, who is a business owner? Because that means she's an entrepreneur. Basically now, are they supporting her, or are they discriminating?
They are actually very supportive.
Awesome.
They are actually. We had the fears, and actually the fears are there because looking at the fact that we are living in a country where there is commotion at times, chaos at times, killings at times,
gender-based violence.
Yes, gender-based violence as well. The risk is there, but at the end we look at it and we say, God, this is what we want to do. Please carry us and help us do it. And God has been faithful. God has been faithful. The community is supporting here 100%.
That's good to know. And I hope she too can pass it on.
To
train, you know, more people, you know, in terms of doing that, you know, and going ahead.
And as an organization, we want to work with other people also who can instill this confidence in people with albinism. Because I believe that if people can know that it's not about me going to find a job, I can create something and make it work. I can create something and earn a living out of it. We will not be having problems of knocking on doors or people complaining too much about unemployment. We will have entrepreneurs being born.
Correct.
We will have producers being created. We will have manufacturers being made. People will be manufacturing things. Because I think, I don't want to say Africans, because I know there are other people who stand out, who are Africans and they stand out. And I don't even want to say people with the albinism condition, because I know that in them, there is something that just needs to be triggered to say, you can do it. They can produce, and it can happen, and it can grow, and it can impact quite a lot of people. It starts small, but it grows.
Wow.
Yes.
I wish we could go on, but I'm being told we're running out of time. But we will definitely be back to see more and hear more about what your NGO is doing. Isango Elihle. You're going to teach me. I know you speak a lot of languages as well. So you put people like me to shame. How many languages do you speak? How many languages?
I think 5.
5. Wow. Name some of them.
Shona, English, Zulu, Xhosa, and Ndebele.
Wow. You are blessed, and you are a blessing to so many people.
Thank you so much.
I celebrate you because you are
I actually forgot my Malawian language.
So it's 7 or thereabout. Wow. So you are really, really blessed. Well done, and kudos to you for all you're doing.
So much.
I celebrate you. You know, with the Miss and Miss South Africa taking place in Cape Town. We wish you all the best. We're going to share the details of your organization. Hopefully we can get people who might want to support in any way they're able to support because yes, like you said, it's not easy, but you're wanting to do all these things and they cost money, or maybe help in kind. It might not necessarily be money alone. It could be help in kind. And well done, for, just supporting all the other organizations, collaborating, with others and saying, we're in this together. Because some people feel, oh, okay, like you said, Mr. Godfrey was going to do this, and but you reach out to him to say, okay, yeah, we want to do this, but let's do this together. And that's more we need. That's more of what we need. And good luck to your niece, and we'll be watching out for her. I'm sure she's going to do amazing things. Her father will be proud of her, and your friend as well will be proud of you as well, just sowing, into their lives. And God will continue to use you in various ways to bless others and to impact more lives.
Thank you.
What I want you to do now in closing, I don't know who you want to speak to, because you said you do a lot of work in the church and the community now. So I don't know who God has spoken to you to speak to. I want you to speak to them directly and just give them words of encouragement.
Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And to the viewers, to anybody that is listening, I would want to say there is nothing that should be a barrier to anyone. It doesn't have to be your skin condition, your background, where you are coming from, or what people say about you. Nothing should be a barrier towards your dream or what you want to achieve. And on top of that, I would like to say, let's love one another. Christ told us, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If we can put that into practice, to love thy neighbor the same way you love yourself, a lot can be done and a lot can be achieved if we love one another. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, Ms. Sannie.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm just loving this most of the time when I'm doing this. I celebrate you. I wish you all the very, very best again for the future.
Thank you.
Well, you've heard it. Love your neighbor. Nothing should be a barrier. Love one another. And I think that's the key to this. Acceptance of albinism is an issue. And more needs to be done to promote what people like, what they're doing as an NGO with Sannie and Godfrey and a few other people that she's working with, to just promote and raise more awareness of this condition that we all need to be a brother and sister's keeper. And it's all about love. She shared a lot of tips there for parents and for children. I want you to go back and listen. This is going to be available on demand. So go back and listen. And if you know somebody as well that is struggling presently, with this condition and feels ashamed, or the stigma, or, does not know who to turn to, needs information, organizations like this are available to help. And we will be sharing the details like we said. So this is Mama K signing off till next time. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. Remember, God is love. And
thank you to all our viewers.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless you.